can you please like, share, and subscribe? So this week we are here for part 2 of my Black Friday recommendations from Zara. But this week, part 1, it's not this week, it's the same day. But part 1 we spoke about clothing. Part 2 is all about accessories. So I have 5 boots only, because heels, I could have been here for an hour just on heels. And then also I have 3 bags and then 2 accessories, because I didn't list all the jewelry because there's so many. There's so many. Like, you pick your style. But I feel like what I've picked, these are the special things. These are the things we can't buy from H&M or another store, and we can't thrift. These are actually different and cute. So we're gonna start. So the first thing I'm talking about is these leather cowboy boots. They're $2.19. Why I like them. My mom growing up, even though I've never been to Texas, my mom always had a pair of cowboy boots, usually brown or like a tan. But I kind of never liked them, because I remember she bought me ones in like grade 3. I only wore them when she forced me. It wasn't really my style, because I feel like I'm more of a plain person. I don't like things with too much appliques or patterns. Not really. The only patterns I like are polka dots and stripes, and a little bit leopard. And I really got into leopard at like 28. I'm really not the pattern girly. I kind of like plain. I like plain on top of plain on top of plain. Just give me all the plain garments, I'll be cool. But these leather boots, why I really like them, I couldn't tell they were leather just by the picture, but they look expensive. They look like Fry or some other expensive brand leather boots. And why I like them, leather boots usually have that like stitching on them. These are just plain shaft, plain, like they could have been Prada's. They, to me, look really, really good. They're $2.19. Now, if they go for $100 or less, even though I don't need them, I would very much consider, because I don't really like much leather cowboy boots, but these ones really are my style. So if I can get them for 99 bucks, even though I don't need them, I'm going to open the budget up. I think I'm going to get them. The next boots I'm going to talk about, they're called split leather cowboy boots. And these are pretty much the same thing. They have no stitching, but these look like the material on Zara says leather, but they are either suede or nubuck. Like when you look at the picture, they're textured. They're not like smooth. They're not leather. They're made of cur, like, you know, some kind of animal skin, cow or sheep, but they're suede. But they're really nice, and they're like in that mustardy tan color, that real western tan. That's also why I like them, but plain, no. So they're not my style. They're $169. But if you were looking for a plain leather, like a cowboy boot that's not that, I don't know, so like decorated, these two I think are really good options. And Zara usually doesn't make, like, they usually have something on them that just cheesifies them for me, you know what I mean? They were patent leather. They came in black, maroon or burgundy, and white. Like, not white, like ivory, like off-white, like my top. It's not, this top isn't dirty, it's just ivory. It's not true white. They only brought the ivory back. These boots, they were like a 3.5-inch heel, so not super high, even though it is a thin heel, not super high, slightly pointed, not severely pointed. But I know, because I watched Jernica Mycia, she bought every color, but I knew from she just showed the boot like this, just hanging up, I was like, oh, I want those. I could tell by the shaft, everything. Like, she has a thicker calf, I don't. So for people who don't have a thicker calf, they're not made to be tight. They're made to have a little space. So if anything, maybe a little sock peeps out, or you can wear them with jeans. I really like these boots. Maroon is not really my color, but if they brought them in black, other than the ivory, because the ivory I feel like I wouldn't get as much wear out of, but these boots are definitely one to check out if you missed them beginning of 2024, because that's when they first released. I'm pretty sure. I know Zara. Then the next boots I'm talking about, why they're on here, these are not my style. But you know what I'm like? I looked at the heel and I looked at the front of them. I'm like, where did I see these boots? Oh, several YouTubers were at Neiman's or were at the Loewe store. These are Loewe dupes. That's even why Zara went so hard this year. The Celine ID necklace and bracelet, they have a knockoff of that. I need to make a short about it. These are Loewe dupes. I need to make a short about it. If you didn't watch part 1, I was talking about clothing. In there, I found 2 knockoff of that Kate, that very expensive brand. They made Kate knockoffs of the Kate sweaters. So Zara right now is, They're coming for everyone's neck. But let's get back to these boots. They're $249, and like I said, if you want the Loewe's, I think they're 1500 USD, which in Canadian, so 15 USD is like 21. Nah, for $249, and if we're cool, we could get them on sale for $149 or $139. I think it's worth it. But they're not leather. But this, it's just for the look. I personally don't like the look, but if you wanted those, the Loewe are in booties, but it's like a curved heel, and then it's a curved front, and then the heel of the boot has like a curve. I just can't explain, but the picture's up. If you know, and you know what? I'll put the Loewe under. It's a knockoff of Loewe. And then the last boots I'm going to talk about are these ruched boots. I really like these because I had boots like these from Aldo like 15 years ago, and I wore them down to the ground. This is when I was younger. I only had like probably 3 heel boots. One. Sorry if this feels disjointed, my camera died. So back to the story. I was last talking about the Fringe boots. They're like a nice, like a light, like a camel. They're $169, and I said I had some of those 15 years ago, and I wouldn't mind back getting another pair. So out of all the boots I talked about, I don't really need the boots from last year, the thin heeled boots. I don't really need the leather cowboy boots, but because they're plain, if I was to get anything, I'd probably be getting the leather cowboy boots if I can get them for $100 less. I'm not paying $219. And then these Ruched boots are $169, even though I believe these may be real leather or suede as well. If they're not like these $79, I'm not buying them. But these are so nice, they may go. So let's go to the bags. But they have this bag. First of all, I spoke about Jeronica Mycia already. She bought this fringe clutch from COS, and I believe she said, I think it was 300 US, so that would have been like close to 4 Canadian, but it looked so nice. It did sell out, but oh, it looked about this long and just thick and full, and it was real leather. That was amazing. But this is a Fringe Shopper, and honestly, it very much gives that COS bag vibes, except this is not real leather, it's plastic or whatever, poly, whatever, but it's 59 bucks. So honestly, if I could, because I don't even really like big bags, but like, I think if it's big enough to like at least put a juice box and a sandwich and like my little mini bags of chips, like my little snacks that I bring to work, I would wear that as a work bag. Super cute. It's that new style too, where it's like it's like it has the cutout in a bag, like it's like a flat looking bag where your arm goes through, and then just all the fringe. You guys are seeing it now, but like that cut without the fringe is very hot right now. Like Coach has something like that, Loewe, like I think Balenciaga do, but you put your arm in the bag, but it's just that flat to your body like hobo bag, so the bag doesn't really have that much. That style is hot. And then now with the fringe, so for 59 bucks, but this bag reminds me so much of it. And then just look at the picture, the jean, like the denim they use is just thick and nice, and it looks like they've piped it with like fake leather that's blue, and then the brass on it or the gold. This looks very expensive. This is giving, that's what Coach would do for denim and charge us $300 to $500. So for the fact $59, listen girlies, even if once it hits 40 bucks, buy it up. Like, and then the last bag I saw, this bag, personally, it's $79, so it's kind of out of my budget, but why I like it, it reminds me of the Louis Vuitton locks that are on like your bed. Like I only have a Speedy, but like that come with certain, I like it. Statement piece, Zara, they have a lot of like nice, like handheld, like hard clutches. That's why I really like this bag. So the Louis Vuitton lock, that's what I call it in my head, but it's called box bag, $79. If you can get that for like less than 30, it's worth it. Last 2 items, I didn't list like actual accessories, but like just look at their jewelry. Their jewelry and even their belts are really hard. Really hard this season. So it would have been too much. The video would have been too long. The last things I'm just going to show is these first leather gloves, which these are the ones with leopard. These also do come in all chocolate brown, which are really cute, but the black on this side with the leather, and I don't know if the leopard is mohair, but then you tie it here. Like look at the, like, so cute. Just once in a, like, if I don't wear all black a lot, so I'm picturing myself like maybe a black tank top, racer back, in some either not slacks. It's gonna have to be jeans. It's gonna have to be edgy with whatever shoe you're looking for, whether flats or heels. And then that and a leather jacket for fall, just randomly. I don't need gloves because they're fingerless, and plus they have holes at knuckles and a big hole. They're not keeping you warm. It's just for the look. But they're 65, so I'm hoping 25 or less. I'm either gonna get those ones, and like I said, this style, even though I didn't list it, I will list it in the description. I'll show you right now. This is the brown color of it. They're very similar, but they have different different numbers. But then look at these last ones. These ones are called leather mittens. Look at them with the rhinestones. So if the leopard and black wasn't your zhuzh, like look at this for the girlies and like how it slips on. And this one, they don't tie. It's just like, they just slips on it, just leather here and leather, like just, wow. Zara, wow. Like, I don't know whether you've knocked these gloves off and the accessories, the jewelry and whatnot. Well, I already know. You knocked off the Celine ID necklace and bracelet. Yeah, look at their accessories. It's there. I always wanted that necklace. I'm buying the knockoff. So Zara's just on one this winter. They're just, they snap, they pop, like, and I love it. Even though I have to budget more this winter, I have some other goals I want to do. I wasn't going to shop this sale, but I might, if I don't get them for a good price now, I might have to get one of these things for the winter sale, because Zara really did their big one this year, like this fall. Like, this is some of the best, like, I've never liked so many things in so many categories in like years. So I hope you like my Zara recommendations, whether it's this one about the accessories or whether it's part one about the clothes. I'll link part one down below. Thank you for watching, and let's hope we get what we want. If not, we'll be here in December to get these things. I'll see you then. Bye.